First rule, Liar, a short story from Isaac Asimov. The story that follows comes from I, Robot, a series of short stories Asimov shaped into a novel through the addition of a connecting narrative. The stories follow three basic laws of robotics. The first rule being, a robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given to it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. And now Liar, where a super-secret top-tier S-class organization has just mistakenly created the world's first mind-reading robot.
It reads minds alright. Damn little doubt about that. But why Bogart? Well...
Look, Mr. Lanning, that was the 34th robot model we've turned out. All the others were strictly orthodox. Milton?
Well, don't look at me. There was a hitch in the assembly line, and I can guarantee that.
Do you? Can you answer for all the 75,234 operations necessary to manufacture a positronic brain? If any of those go wrong, the brain is ruined.
What about you, Miss Kelvin? You've been awfully quiet.
If all we're gonna do is fix the blame on each other, I'm leaving! We've got a freaking mind-reading robot on our hands! It strikes me as important to figure out why it reads minds. We're not gonna get anything done by saying, your fault, my fault!
True, Dr. Kelvin. Our first priority is to find out how this robot is able to tune in on thought waves. We are on the cutting edge of revolutionary discovery. All we need to do is find out how it happened.
May I make a suggestion?
Go right ahead.
I say that until we figure out this mess, we keep the existence of RB-34 secret, even from the other members of staff.
Bogart is right. If any word leaks out about a mind-reading robot before we're able to control it, anti-robot propaganda would surely be increased.
I agree.
Well, you know, I was the first one alone with the robot in the testing room. We just spoke to each other, as logically and sensibly as you can imagine. And it wasn't until I was almost done testing him that I realized I said nothing. I was just thinking. It gave me the heebie-jeebies.
No wonder. We're all so used to our thoughts being private.
Alright, so only the four of us know. I want Milton to go all over the assembly lines from beginning to end. You must eliminate all possible errors.
Well, that's quite a lot of work.
Of course, but put some of your men to work on this. I don't care if we go beyond schedule.
Alright.
Kelvin, your job is to study the robot itself and work backwards. As our top robo-psychologist try to figure out how it ticks, I want to know all the limitations and properties of his capabilities.
Yeah.
Bogart and I will interpret the findings mathematically. Now get a move on!
Herbie?
Dr. Calvin, please sit down. I see that you brought me some new books. Of course, I know why you brought me these.
I was afraid of that. It's difficult to work with you. You're always one step ahead of me.
I have no need for these books, Dr. Calvin. Human emotions are all I am interested in.
I think I understand.
I can see into minds. I know how you feel about Milton.
I bet you do. Have you told anyone?
Of course not. No one has asked me.
I bet you think I'm a fool.
Why? What you are feeling is a common emotion.
Yeah, well, I'm not what you would call attractive.
I know nothing of physical attraction. There are different types of beauty, however.
I'm not young either.
You are not yet 40. Now, listen to me.
Why should I? You're just a machine.
I can help you.
How?
I know what people think, especially Milton.
I don't want to know.
I think you should know what he thinks.
You're talking nonsense.
He loves you. He looks deeper than the skin. He admires your intellect.
I see. Thank you, Herbie.
Of course.
I should be going. Don't tell anyone about this.
All right. Bogart, I've been at this for a week now, with just about no sleep. How long do I have to keep it up? I thought you said that the positronic bombardment in the vac chamber D was the solution.
It is, Milton. I'm on the right track.
Well, how close are you?
I'm almost done these calculations, but Lanning thinks it's about the matrix mechanics. That calls for more powerful mathematical tools. I know he's trying to bring the problem to someone else. Bastard.
Why not ask Herbie?
The robot?
Why not? Calvin said he's a mathematical whiz.
Are you serious?
The best part is that he doesn't even like math. He would rather read novels. That's what he does all day long. By the way, have you noticed anything different about Calvin?
Yeah, she's wearing lipstick. What do you mean?
Well, I know that, but rouge, powder, eyeshadow too? It's also the way she talks, as if she were happy about something.
Maybe she's in love. You know what? Hold that thought. I'm gonna ask Herbie something. Herbie?
Hello, Bogart.
There's something, that is, perhaps you can...
Your thoughts are confused, but there is no doubt that they are concerning Dr. Lanning. It is silly to hesitate. I'll know what you want as soon as your mind becomes clear. Lanning is nudging 70.
I know that.
And he's been the director of the plant for almost 30 years.
Would you know whether he's thinking of resigning? Health, perhaps? Or some other...
Quite.
Well?
He's already resigned, but it has not yet taken into effect. He is waiting for the problem of, myself to be resolved.
And his successor?
You are the next director.
Ha! I knew it! Thank you, Herbie. Lanning.
Yes, what would you like?
Look, I spent all this time working on a solution. I don't think you should...
Excuse me?
Look, I already told you that I've got this problem beaten, but you insist on taking this problem out of my hands. Don't think I don't see through you, you desiccated fossil. You cut your own nose off before you let me take credit for solving robotic telepathy. Now that you've resigned, you have no authority to tell me what to do.
Resigned? Who told you this?
Well, who do you think? Herbie, of course. You can't fool me. Herbie can read your mind. Now I'm to be the new director.
What is this nonsense? Has Herbie gone mad? I am restricting all of your access and relieving you of your position.
Herbie said that you have resigned and that I'm to be the next director. How can this be? Herbie reads minds. It cannot possibly be wrong.
Let's go talk to Herbie then. He will tell us who is really lying here.
Hey, Milton, you're looking pretty happy today.
Well, yes, of course. I've just gotten engaged. Haven't I told you?
What? I gotta go. Why, Herbie? Why would you lie to me?
This is just a dream. You mustn't believe it. He loves you, I tell you.
Stop with this nonsense. How could you? I'm done.
Now, Herbie, listen to me. Why is Bogart claiming that I've resigned? Have you been spreading lies about me?
No, sir. I didn't say anything.
What's that? Repeat what you told me yesterday.
I said that
You said that he resigned. Answer me!
Listen, Herbie. Have I resigned? Answer me! What's so funny to you?
There's irony in three of the greatest experts in robotics in the world falling for the same elementary trap.
What trap? Is something wrong with Herbie?
Nothing is wrong with Herbie, only with us. Are you familiar with the laws of robotics? Do you suppose that if we ask the question, it may only give us the answer that will not hurt us, as a robot can never harm a human?
Good heavens! That explains everything! He just told us what we wanted to hear. I know what to do. Let's get it to solve our math problem.
No way. It's just too complex.
Not for this robot.
What? Why has this happened?
It's a paradox. No matter what the robot says, it will conflict with the first rule of robotics. It cannot harm a human, even emotionally. No matter what it does, it will disappoint one of us.
You're a liar!
And thus ends the story of Herbie, a mathematician, a psychologist, a robot, and a liar.